and the three of you guys, you pull one thing, you're out of this game. Now I run a clean game here. I have any trouble, I'll suspend you. I'm listening to a fucking song!
Jack came in with a chip on his shoulder. He knew that it was his time. They did it. The game was over and he felt like he committed a crime. USA, we chant for our freedom. Now only if we could free them of their tongue. Showing the true colors that we already knew. Acting like a baby that can't tie shoes. Shut up, the White House is the ultimate invite. All you do is complain and violence you inside. Jack Hughes is a hero, an American hero. McDavid can suck his boo. Head up, head up, head up. Over. Head up to the hero, and he got the ultimate name. Stop being miserable. Let the kids have fun. Let's go Devils. USA, 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 USA.
That our flag was still there.
I got my eye on the three of you guys, you pull one thing, you're out of this game. Now I run a clean game here. I have any trouble, I'll suspend you. I'm listening to a fucking song!
Hard hits, great goals. We love the show. Let's talk about the Devils, you know. Jack, Jasper, Nico, Dougie, Connor, Paulie, James, Sachi, Casper, Nico, Dougie, Connor, Paulie, James, Sachi.
All right. welcome. Let me make sure the music. You know what? It sounds so loud on my end, and then when I listen back to it, I'll just put some shit like this on. I listen back to it, and you can't even hear it, so I'll use that. Anyway, welcome. You don't have to be here live, of course. It is 9 a.m. on a work day. I understand that. If you are watching this, if you see this, you see something you're interested in, please let me know. Actually, I'm going to make myself bigger so I could show you something I just came across. I didn't even notice this yesterday. It's from the New York Post. This is... I got my coffee in the way. The dog spilled my coffee. Jumping up here, luckily it didn't go forward into the computer. You better be a good boy. Gino, the devil dog, is a good boy. Nico is the new one. And unfortunately for him, we're going to have to try and rehome him. It's really not working out too good. It's sad, but we got him out of a bad situation. We're going to put him in a better one. Little wake and bake kind of stuff. All right, so classic moments in New York sports. So it's got the Rangers Stanley Cup on the front. Yeah, it's not, it was kind of on the side of this bin. Like I have, like a Tupperware bin with this sticker. And the funny thing is I found a whole stack of these Devil stickers. So anyone who I send something to will get these stickers. You're going to get stickers like these, like player stickers. Devil's Joint stickers, of course, so you could stick them around and piss people off. It will trigger a lot of people to see that logo. What else did I find that I can... pocket schedules from 2003. It's the only Stanley Cup championship pocket schedules I have, but I also have a bunch of magnetic schedules and some other stuff. So we'll go through that. Right now, I'm going to pull up. I see a Devils logo. What's this? Who is that? Peter Sikora. Blue border. It's a rookie card. This is a Peter Sikora rookie card. It's a Donruss Bowman. Bowman rookie. Yeah, Bowman Peter Sikora rookie. So why is this not in? I'm going to stick him. You think I should put the Peter Sikora rookie in the sleeve that Adam Graves is holding? This base Adam Graves card is valued at $1 or something right now. That's very odd. Anyway, Peter Sikora. It's nothing special regarding. But remember, this is the mid '90s where they weren't putting things like this. We weren't getting golden cards that are numbered and cool cards like this is Jack Hughes stat box fillers. The sun is right in my perfect spot. This card is also I can give away today, and if you want that, he's wearing the jersey. You could have Ryan Graves. American Heroes, by the way, Dylan Larkin. Hollow View. Now, of course, you would think if you're not a collector, you would think I'm gonna take it out of its sleeve. This Dylan Larkin Hollow View. You would think if you got a card like this, that it would be worth something. It's not. It's not. And then you get like, for instance, what do I got right here? Igor Kravchuk Premier, early O-Pee-Chee Premier, 91, 92. Who do I got here? Look, I got a Marty McInnis right there. Islanders, and I didn't get into any of the stuff yet. But 91, 92, I have a bunch of cool cards from this set, like Doug Waite, rookie, where he's standing on like some rocks, I guess, out probably on the water, like in the Brooklyn area, it looked like. Anyway, let's go back to this New York sports, classic moments in New York sports. So, oh look, so it's got the 94 ever, right? Which is true because it never happened again. It will last a lifetime, because they'll never win again. Not saying the Devils are any closer. This is a Rangers thing. So if a Ranger fan is interested, I know it's creased up. You could easily flatten this out. It's not in bad condition. It has no stains, nothing like that. Um, Goes into some baseball stuff, which we're not interested in. At least I'm not. But and then you got the 9/11 Mets NYPD kind of stuff. Look, Mike Piazza, and then I guess there was 5 different ones. 5 different covers. There was a boxing. There's Jeter. There's the Mets. There's the Jets, and then the Rangers. So we'll start off with this for Ranger fans. If you're interested, if you get this, you get a bunch of other little Rangers things. And I found a Rangers playoff towel down here. Speaking of rally towels, here let's see, which one is this. I found a bunch of these. It says, this is dreammakersmp3.com. So I'm not sure if anyone knows when this one is from. I don't know, but here's a Rangers playoff towel. Let's see what it is. 2006 Stanley Cup playoffs. The new era starts now, guys, for the Rangers. Did you know that? Did you know the new era of the Rangers started in 2006? Hip. Remember Hip? Those Hip centers, they all went to shit. Alright, so I got those. Now, like I said, anything I'm showing you right now, I will, unless I will state otherwise, is something that is available to anyone watching. Oh, I have a few of those with the Dream thing. That one I just showed you, the Devils. Now, this one, I don't remember when it's from, but it's got a first response ambulance thing on it. So there's that one. And that one's not anything special, of course. Here's 2010 Red Alert playoffs. That's a cool one. I do have a bunch of, not a bunch, but I have a few of these. Let's see. This one is. It says Jersey's playoff team. I gotta make sure them. I keep forgetting which camera I'm using. I got 2 cameras in front of me. All right, so we got that, and then these are all promos for the Prudential Center that were given out the season before. I'll pull one open. I showed it last night, but let's go Devils. What is it coming? Opening fall 2007. And I do have the posters from opening night also. I think I have one left that I can give away. So if that's something you're interested in. We also have the Wear White campaign shirt, which was made on a Gilgen t-shirt. Good, good on them. Join the crowd. Wear white. Let's see what it says on the bottom. Robert Wood Johnson University Hospital. I don't think that hospital. Does that hospital even exist anymore? I don't know. This has never been worn. What size is it? It is an extra large. So fits a lot of people. Okay, now 2000 Stanley Cup hat, right? I got one here, but you don't want that one. Even though, that one I probably wore. This one has the tag on it still. So this one's This one's brand new. I assume they came with the little brim. They didn't come with flat brim. So yeah, new era, and on the back, 2000 champions, the sticker, like the thing I have in my kitchen from the 2000. The stickers from 2000 have held up unbelievably well, unbelievably well. I did mess up the link. Yeah, I messed up the link. Let me just make sure I can just get it out there. All right. So, Taylor Hall. Taylor Hall SP 2017, 2018, 2019 SP. So this is around MVP time. It's a base card, but the thing is, you can have it. So that's something that's on my desk in front of me. That has nothing to do with this bin I have here. Check this book out. Actually, we'll pull this out real quick. This is the Star Ledger. It says Thursday, June 10th, 2003. Lord Stanley III. You got the 3 cups. The third one kind of dark. Game 7, Devils 3, Ducks 0. Devils make it 3 cups with victory in Game 7 by Rich Scher. On the top, the New Jersey Nets at the time had a crisis with Jason Kidd. Steinbrenner news in here. Yeah, we don't need to go through it. I have a few different newspapers. I have the LA Times. I have Newsday, stuff like that. But check this book out. Fire on Ice. The New Jersey Devils' road to the 2003 Stanley Cup Championship. Now, this is a great book. I also have the 25th anniversary book, which I've actually read live online before, but not on this YouTube channel. So maybe I'll do that soon. Either way, Fire and Ice. Look who's on the back. Dano and Marty. Shout out to Dano. Thanks for everything, buddy. Jaguar and Marty. Right in the opening picture. Another, this is, who scored this goal here? Was this a Friesen, Langenbrunner, or Rupp goal? Is Rupp in there? Who scored that goal? Colin White. It looks like Colin White might have scored the goal here. I'm not sure. It probably tells me. No, it doesn't. So, table of contents. Let's check this out. New Jersey Pride, profile Pat Burns, rest in peace. Game of the month, October 10th, 2002. Profile Martin Brodeur, game of the month, November. Then profile Stevens, game of the month, December. Profile Danico, game of the month. Profile Jay Pandolfo. Profile Sergey Brylin. Profile Scott Gomez. The other night I saw some guys playing, like an NHL hockey game, and Sergey Brylin, it was like an older game, and Sergey Brylin was like on the ice in the segment that they were showing, and they had no idea who he was, and it was so sad to see that people didn't know who Sergey Brylin was. Like, look at these photos in this book. This is Fire on Ice, it's called. If you remember this iconic Scott Stevens photo in 2003, that's in here. Like I said, there's the 25th anniversary. I don't know what this is. That's an ad. An ad for a Jason Kidd bobblehead, by the way. Some. This is what we used to do. We used to camp out at Continental, Brendan Byrne. Tailgate, just like people did for the Islanders at the Nassau Coliseum, tailgating. This shows two Devils fans tailgating outside of the Continental Airlines. Check this out. Check this picture out. We got Rafalski, Pandolfo, Langenbrunner. Oh, sorry. Wait, this way. Rafalski to the furthest. Pandolfo, Langenbrunner, John Madden, and Scott Stevens, which obviously is here. Pat Burns. You know what? That makes it a lot easier. Unfortunately, the sun. Rest in peace, Pat Burns. Miss you, buddy. October results. So this goes through the whole season of 2003, leading up to the. Look at that. Is that Kevin Weeks? Yep. Kevin Weeks in goal too. Wow. Oh, look, and speaking of Sergei Brylin, Sarge, the man. There's Grant Marshall. Grant Marshall, who was the correct answer for the autograph last night. I'll be doing another Guess the Autograph later today. Oh, by the way, Scott Gomez was in that picture as well, who I'll be doing the game used stick cards. Now, when I do the game used stick cards, I'm going to use the name. Where is it? The name part, and then I'm also going to do some with the, because he hand taped this. So that, and then I'm going to do it with Mogilny as well, but I don't really have a good chance of getting Mogilny to sign any. So here they are as the Eastern Conference champions. This Gianta picture with Jaguar out of the net. Wow. Speaking of Gianta, I have one of the coolest Gianta autographs ever, right here. Should I pull that out first, or? Well, anyway, in the 10th anniversary of the, is it? Whatever. This is the Phoenix Coyotes red line. What's it called? I'm drawing a blank. Game program. So Devils versus Coyotes. I believe the Devils lost 4-1. So wasn't a great game for the Devs. Lineup: Colin White, Jim Fahey, Martin, Alex Brooks, Zach Greasy, Rasmussen, Madden, Dowd, Jimmy Dowd second time around. Gianta, Langenbrunner, Rupp, Breland, Zajac, Pandolfo, Lukowicz, Gomez, Jansen, Elias, Rafalski, Oduya, Brodeur, and Clemenson. So that's that. Then that's Phoenix. Then I got Mighty Ducks Digest, and I have a few of them. This is No Cinderella Story with Peter Sikora scoring in the shot with Scott Stevens, and it looks like Rafalski behind him. Now, this game ended. They just got Sergei Fedorov. This game ended in a 3-3 tie. Sergei Fedorov tied it with 5 seconds left in regulation, and they still had ties back then. But it was right after, of course, the Stanley Cup. Now, these are from the Pond of Anaheim. Arena Cuisine. These are, I don't know why it doesn't show any duck stuff, but as you can see, Arrowhead Pond of Anaheim. And I'm not scared to tell you right now that I peed in that pond, and it's on video. We have this 2003, 2004. Because I when I went out to see the Devils play the Ducks, I also went to see them play the Kings. They didn't play the Sharks on that road trip for some reason. That's Ziggy Palffy on there. So, okay, anyway. So, Kings fans, I know these are like insignificant, but let's say you're a fan of the Kings and you know that one of the players from these seasons, uh, is around the arena here and there or whatever. You take this and you get it signed. Then you could send these into PSA. You can get it graded, the autograph. Get it graded, have it encapsulated. These are cool. I love these. I also have the Decade in the Desert 2006-2007 Coyotes Country. I have a bunch of these. These are so good for autographs. Imagine just getting Shane Doan. I'm not sure what goalies is that. I'm not sure what the roster was. Did it tell you our roster in here? No. It's got a really cool pull out. It's thick. This is made of very nice paper. But anyway, yeah. Decade in the Desert, Coyotes Country. Getting Shane Doan's autograph on that and having it, encapsulated. That would be so cool to me. Of course, I have. Here. I Am a Mighty Duck. And I'm loving the Ducks team now, and I'm really happy they went back to a great logo, you know what I mean? So what else do I got in here? I got Florida Panthers. The flyer, they called it Growl. This is from January 22nd, 2008. The Senators versus the Panthers. Senators won 5-2. Let's pull that out. They got the rosters on a separate Schmagegi there. We got Thomas Vokoun, Ruslan Saleh, and Radoslav Olesh on the cover. The Panthers went through a lot of hard times, and this was no different. But the place at this time, going to the arena, was so much fun. It was so much fun. They were they had like Playboy bunny level women dancing in like all four corners of the arena, which was odd. So again, Mighty Ducks, Phoenix Coyotes, 10th anniversary, Phoenix Coyotes, Ducks, Kings, Coyotes, and Panthers. Decade in the Desert. So that's that. So then we have, and I'll just bring one of these out to remind you who we're talking about. Scott Stevens. This is Brodeur, of course. Scott Stevens on the other side. I got these posters, and look at this, just handfuls. These, of course, are the Thunder Sticks that in the 2003 Stanley Cup Finals, the Devils fans were given. We blew them up, and you bang them, and they make a lot of thunder. And I did not know I had so many of these. So I think the plan one day is to bring all of them to the arena. Depending on what game it is, it's gonna have to be in the future because no games really coming up. We got 3 games against the Rangers coming up, and they're irrelevant. Like no one even cares. It sucks. It's disappointing. Anyway, I'm getting texts about what kind of coffee you get for me. Thunder Sticks. If you want one of these, if you're a collector, again, this is obviously isn't something that's good for autographs, but if you opened it, they say "Let's Go Devils," they say Stanley Cup Finals. Very cool, very cool. Um, they're made by Cheer Sticks. I wonder if this company still exists. Cheer Sticks. Give them a call. Find out. All right, so I got some media guides now. I have a whole bag full of programs, so we'll just quickly. Let's see. I got 2002, 2003 media guide. That's Stanley Cup Championship season media guide. We got the next season, 03, 04. And I love the cover, Stevens with the Schmagegi on the Stanley Cup. And then we got 06, 07, which, of course, was the 25th anniversary and was the last season at the Meadowlands. So let's take a look inside. This is basically the stats. Like from this season and going back, this will tell you. I came to a good page. Devils versus Islanders. It gives you their whole history. It'll tell you how many times they've played in history, how many games, who won. I believe goaltending history versus the Islanders, and now it depends on who's playing. So the Devils had Brodeur and Clemenson, and it says the Brodeur has, with Devils. Well, the Brodeur was always with the Devils at this point. Does it say? It doesn't even say games. It says minutes. It goes by minutes. So it says goaltending history versus the Islanders. Martin Brodeur, 3,226 minutes, 121 goals against, 7 shutouts. Goals against average was 2.25. Wins 32, losses 15, and ties 6. And then Clemenson, 75 games against the Islanders. Goals against 4 because this was a lot of the time when Brodeur was pulled. Back in the day, you didn't have 1A, 1C. You had Brodeur, and then you had a guy on the bench. A lot of the times they were great, though. Clemenson, Dunham, Terreri, Weeks, Van Beesbrook. There were a lot of good goalies behind Brodeur. Actually, in that card set that was made by Verizon, yes, there's an Aria Honan card. So anyway, Scott Clemenson, 4 goals against in 75 games, but his goals against average is 3.20 with 1 loss. So he had 1 start, I would assume. So that's how that works. So it shows you all that. And then you go 2006 Stanley Cup playoffs. It gives you individual leaders, goal scoring, Brindamore, Stahl, Stillman, Pronger, power play assist, Stahl, Spezza, Hayduke, power play points, Stahl, Madden, Pandolfo, game-winning goals, Brindamore, Stillman, Briere, Brizgalov, what's the goalie? Save percentage, Brizgalov and Rollison, Brodeur, Kiprusoff, Ward, Toskala. Like, these are so cool. This is, again, the 25th anniversary, 06-07. This is 04-05 with Scott Stevens holding the cup because they just won it. Well, 03-04, I mean. And this is the year that they did win it, Media Guide. And I have a bunch of the anyone who has ever sent something to, I've always sent them the pocket schedules that came with these. I don't know why I was gonna pick that up. Yeah, so I have a bunch of these pocket schedules also. So next up, we'll go into the programs. I'm gonna show you the Doc Emmerich stuff in a second. Oh, here's the towel signed by Grant Marshall. Now, Grant Marshall made a pass in the 2003 Eastern Conference Finals against Ottawa to Jeff Friesen that won the game. That pass, not the goal, the pass won that game. Let me know if you disagree, if you agree. It's unfortunate no one has come in and tried to claim any of this stuff. It really sucks. I will post it on X, though. And I'm sure I'm not live on X, even though it says I am. I'm sure it's not showing up. Let me check. Yeah, no. Sometimes it'll show that I'm. Oh, right now it's giving me that shit where it says I'm following 0 people. Great. Great. Anyway, yeah. So Graham Marshall. I just went. So let's get into the programs. Let me pull them up here. These are new ones that I haven't seen in a while. So, they're really cool. This is In Pursuit of the Cup with Patrick Eliash as captain on the cover. This is Eastern Conference semifinals, Saturday, May 5th, 2007. You can see this is the 2007 playoffs logo. 2007 playoffs edition. This was $6 at the time. $6. And New Jersey Bud Light. You can't. Let me see on the ceiling up there. Bud Light congratulates New Jersey Devils. So that's that one. What's in here? Oh, this is the Doc Emmerich folder. Let's just do it. This is, as you can see here, it says M. Emmerich, signed by Mike Emmerich and Glenn Chico Resch. This is the folder that the broadcasters would get. Oh, this is just, these are just in here. This is a limited edition Stevens photo print. There's a number at the top. Mine is 13,981 out of 20,000. I have 3 of these, and I am giving this away. This and the program that comes with it. It's the program from the night that he retired. They retired his jersey. I have that right down here. So inside the folder, you'll see all the game information. They also would have ready any articles relating to. This was against Vancouver, so the game was against Vancouver. So they'll show the last game, Vancouver versus the Islanders, where the Islanders won 5-4. Give them all the stats there. And it's funny because Doc didn't really write anything in his notes. He was just off the cuff. Canucks last 5 games, general information. I never really pulled this out and looked to see what this stuff says. So, again, from Doc Emmerich's personal notes. Vancouver Canucks player game by game. Oh, Hedberg was on the Canucks at this time. Look at this. This is crazy. I mean, now they have computers in front of them. This is the stuff like Marek Malik, right? And it says how it's even. You guys are gonna make this joke, but it even says how to pronounce the name under it. Malik. Last goal, October 16th at Detroit. There was so much information on every player. This is how they know this stuff. It's so cool to be on the other side of this kind of stuff, from especially before they had all the computers at the ready, and people in their ear just telling them the information. They would look at this and say, he's got the paper in front of him, and he'll turn and he'll see. Let me find someone that people will know. Brent Sopel. His last goal was January 25th, 2004, versus Nashville. Last assist February 2nd, 2004 at the New York Rangers at Madison Square Garden. 2003, 2004 recent games. Just random stuff. Recorded his 31st point of the season, February 2-4 against the Rangers. Recorded 2 assists and was named the game's second star, January 31st, 2004 at Washington. This is really cool. I don't know what the point of this is, but, I mean, having all this, Todd Bertuzzi. At the time of this game, Todd Bertuzzi's last goal was against the Rangers, February 2nd. His last assist was February 3rd against the Islanders. This is now, February 6th against the Devils. He was acquired. How acquired, it says. In a trade with New York Islanders, February 6th, 98 for Trevor Linden. Notes. Recent games. Notched 2 assists here. Named 3rd star of the game. Blah, 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 blah. 2003-04 season highlights, it says. Notched 3 assists, finishing the game with a +3, and was awarded 3rd star December 9-3 versus Pittsburgh. So, some of this stuff comes right off this paper when you're listening to these old broadcasts, They'll be like, there's Todd Bertuzzi. He notched 3 assists, and he won the game with a plus, and he finished the game with a +3, awarded the 3rd star against Pittsburgh back September 3rd, or, not September 3rd, I would assume. No, December 9th. December 9th, 2003. Back on December 9th, I'm not a broadcaster, so you know what I'm saying. Skaters on injured reserve list. Magnus Arvidsson, Matt Cook, and Ed Jovanovski. So this is Doc Emmerich's notes on the Canucks. This is the other one on that side of the folder. Again, this is what I'm looking at here, guys. For the people, is the Doc Emmerich's game notes signed by Doc and Chico. This is the stuff that's in the folder itself. So this is the Devils and the Canucks, obviously their roster. And inside, it'll say Devils special teams. It'll say last 5 games. For everything, it's last 5 games. They were 0-2 versus Ottawa, 2-5 versus Atlanta, 1-4 versus Montreal, and so on. This is how they have that. This is how they had their information. This is so amazing to look at. New Jersey Devils schedule and results. So it's by season, I believe. Yeah. And so it says opponent, goaltenders, the goal scorers, the record at the time, how many players, a power play point, how they were on the power play, actually 3 for 4, whatever, and the penalty kill 1 for 4, blah 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 blah. I don't want to read that stuff; it's totally irrelevant. New Jersey Devils miscellaneous. Oh, look, it says right here, Emmerich named recipient of 2004 Lester Patrick Award. So this is in Emmerich's folder, and he actually has a note from whoever printed this stuff for him, that one of the things he might talk about while he's on the air is himself getting the Lester Patrick Award. That's really cool. Rafalski reaches plus 100 mark. This is internal stuff. This is some of my favorite stuff. This again, the sun is right in the way, but this is Doc Emmerich's game notes from the game. The game was against Vancouver, Tuesday, February 3rd, 2004. No, this is the game before against the Islanders. So whatever, it's I believe Thursday the 6th or Friday the 7th, or even it might even have been Saturday the 8th. I don't know. I have the ticket stub, which is also signed. This is just some cool shit. Really, 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 really lucky to own that. By the way, yeah, don't forget about that. You want that? You can have it. I'm kind of having trouble closing the folder right. I don't want to mess it up. Keep it. I want to somehow. I know I keep using the same word because I'm used to it with hockey cards, but I want to encapsulate it somehow. I can't get it back in this bag. Bastard bag. This bag is also from around the same time. Okay, so let's see what else we got. Commemorative Stanley Cup banner raising celebration 2003-2004. So this is the first game of the season, I'm assuming, from 2003-2004. This is the inaugural season at The Rock, the first game, opening night, October 27, 2007, Center Ice Magazine. They're all in mint condition, of course, that they get put right into these bins and just shut out. Never read or anything like that. Scott Stevens, New Jersey versus Montreal, Tuesday, January 7th, 03. Another one with Stevens. This is Devils versus Hurricanes, April 21st, 2002. This is the day that we found out that Lane Staley died from Alice in Chains. I was on my way to that game when that came up on the radio on K-Rock. January 7th, 2003 again. So I have two of those. And Doc must have given me... Me and my brother used to go and sit with Doc and Chico all the time. That's how I got those game notes. I think he must have given me some sheets out of his folder this day. So that'll, if anyone wants that, hey, you can have it. What's this? This is just a random picture of Brodeur, and it's not signed. But it has, why is this in this? What is this? There must be something about this. It's got Stanley. You know what? I'm going to get it. It's Pascal Rayon with the thumbs up. This picture is very cool, and it's not just a regular picture. It is a regular picture printed on the WNBA and individual WNBA team identifications produced on this product. What? There's a weird ass stamp on the back here about the and the NBA. Whatever they were using, they were printing NBA stuff on this. This is actually really cool. Marty, I'm coming to get this signed. I'm going to talk to Dano and see if I can get you to come up and sign that. Now, here's something cool. I'm going to skip a few Center Ice magazines. Sports Illustrated showed the Devils when they won in 2000. Scott Gomez and Patrick Eliash. Wait, is this 2000? No, this is 2003. And then, of course, the Deadly Dive. But Devils were on the cover there. That's in mint condition. Now here's the Scott Stevens book that the print comes with. So that I see no one's really watching, so I'm just gonna go, whatever. Doug Gilmour, Center Ice Magazine against the Canadiens, Saturday, April 19th. Oh yeah, this was the game after Brodor's first goal. I think this was game 2. I don't think I have one from game 1. Damn it. Which I was at. That was when Brodor scored his first goal. And one of the last things I was gonna show, but I'm just gonna do it now. This one with Elias as the captain on the cover is extremely cool. But this Mogilny stick blade, unused, but came from the team's equipment. I don't know if you can see. Wait, where does it say it? Yeah, it says New Jersey. It's got New Jersey print. I'm not sure what that means, but this was, and it matches the sticks because I have Mogilny sticks right here. He's got the same plate on those sticks. So if you want that, I mean, no one even showed up to watch this, so honestly, fuck you. But one thing I really wanted to do, not fuck you really, but if you see this folder right here, it's full of photos, different team photos, some autograph photos, and what I really wanted to give away was something that this goes to. Certificate of Authenticity. The piece of autographed memorabilia that accompanies the certificate has been personally autographed by Martin Brodeur. And I was going to give that away, but you know what? I don't know. Maybe I shouldn't, considering the situations. I like giving stuff away, and the people I spoke to, I got you, but if I'm trying to give away some serious shit, and no one's even paying attention, so it is what it is. What I'm going to do is I'm going to put the music up, do that.
Jack came in with a chip on his shoulder. He knew that it was his time. They did it. The game was over and he felt like he committed a crime. USA, we chant for our freedom. Now only if we could free them of their showing the true colors that we already knew. Acting like a baby that can't tie shoes. Shut up, the White House is the ultimate invite. All you do is complain and violence you inside. Jack Hughes is a hero.